On here. For real. It's really been a while since I've been on here. But everything I spoke was came true, right? About Donald Trump getting reelected, the destruction that he would bring, the infighting, everything that I spoke about, the mob tactics, everything that I spoke to you guys about, I watched unfold in front of my eyes. All the hate and the racism being brought to the forefront, the farmers, all these things that I spoke about unfolded. And it's sad. It's not that I wanted to be right, but we are definitely at war behind enemy lines on our own land. How much of this are we going to allow to erode where we stand in society as achievements as far as systems to help the common man? It's all going away. It's all about the billionaires. It's all about profits. It's all about the hypothetical ones and zeros, money. If we get into the racism part, they want to take money away from black people. They want to take power. They want to take away your voice. All of these things I spoke about on this channel. All you gotta do is go and watch the videos. I'm not gonna fish them out. I thought about it, but you know what? I'm not. Because it was never about being right with me. It's never about winning. Because I understand where we are at and what's at stake. Humanity is being threatened right now. The planet is, I said it 1,000 times, is dying. What good is wealth when you don't have an inhabitable planet? If you don't have an inhabitable planet, what good is money? What good are these comforts that they're trying to dig out for themselves, while the rest of us are just collateral damage? We're just in a way. This is just families fighting for more money, power, control. Everybody wants to say they can't do this and they can't do that because of the Constitution and this law and that law. They don't play by those rules. They don't follow those laws. When are you guys going to wake up? Well, we're going to vote them out in the midterms and this, that, and the other. You see what they're doing? Huh? They're going to they're going to make it go the way they want it to go, regardless of what you think. I don't care about what you think or how you feel. Go back to work and shut up. And it's very, very simple to change things. Very, very simple. I said it 1,000 times. All we have to do collectively, all the working class people, is stop. Do nothing. Don't go to work. Don't pay bills. And don't buy useless stuff. How many days can you go without spending $1? That should be your practice. I don't care how much money you got. But how many days can you go without spending money to feed the system? Is your only existence to make money? I seen a post today on this guy was talking about how it is the ones that have the PhDs that are going to destroy, you know, civilization, the planet. And that's exactly true. It's exactly true. This, the longer you follow this European indoctrination, education of destruction, yeah, yeah, just regurgitating parrots, following orders to destroy life for death, things of death, stuff that are dead, for hypothetical ones and zeros. This is the life that we're living in 2025 in the United States of America. And there's nothing united about the United States, which blows my mind. Maybe that's why they just call it America. They just took the US part off. It's just America. You know, they don't say united anymore. It's just another thing in the past that's fake news. You know, the propaganda eventually is going to get to that. It's going to. I'm making another declaration right now. This is September the 3rd, 2025. I'm making this the declaration right now that they'll drop the United States. They'll drop it. There's nothing united about it, so why keep it? It's been a while, but it feels good to be up here talking, venting, releasing, and sharing some of my thoughts with you guys and putting them into the air to watch them unfold in front of my eyes again. But this is we are in a serious predicament right now. We truly are. BRICS is I spoke to you guys about BRICS before. And what did they do? They cut the United States out just like I said they was going to do. And this was what? Over a year ago? Almost 2 years ago? When I said these things? Said most of this stuff. And it's happening now. It's not funny. It's disgusting how blind the American people are. The sheeple. How asleep this country is. Stuck in their ways. Blinded by their leaders. By Christianity, so called Christianity. It's disgusting. It truly is disgusting. America and the American people are disgusting. And why are the people disgusting? Because of their leaders have led them to be disgusting. If the people are without morals and ethics, then they have been led there by those who are in charge. That's scripture, but I bet you guys don't know that. Hmm. See, the problem is the people don't want to be held accountable for their own actions. So they gave their power over to governments, kings, those who will receive the responsibility of why they are the way they are. But the Eternal created you to self govern. There's something inside of you that should guide you, should be your compass between right and wrong. Yeah. You don't need the laws of the land to dictate your behavior. That should come from within. That's why the Proud Boys and white nationalists and the KKK and all these other people can parade through the streets in the way that they do. Because the law of the land says it's okay. But when the oppressed fight back, now they're the oppressors, right? Now they're the problem. When the oppressed fight back, why do you guys play victim? Why? Now you're scared? Martial law all throughout the United States? Did I speak on that? Did I say martial law was coming to a town near you? Did I say that? Did I say your leaders was going to slap you in the face? Did I say that? Hmm. But I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I just wanted to make it, put it on the record, put it on the record that I told you, I warned all of you what was coming, that it was going to be bad, that it was going to affect everybody unless you're in the 1%. And to cut it and nip it at the bud then, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And it's getting out of hand. And still we don't stand together. How does the military occupy the streets without the citizens who outnumber them thousands to one? How are you compliant? How are you being controlled? What is your fear of losing your home, that your house that does will never belong to you? Your car that you pay for it even after you paid for it in full? What is it that you think that you're going to lose? Besides what I'm telling you, you're going to lose if you don't act now. You will lose your freedom. You will lose rights. You will lose, most people will lose their dignity, their mind, living in constant fear, pain from these terrorists, these satanic terrorists that run your country. We are at war, people. We are at war. The contract has been broken, so respond accordingly. Right now. Fight back now. Find a way to pull your energy out of the machine as much as you can. To start thinking of how you're going to survive off the land. Unless you want to be in the cage, unless you're just going to follow suit and comply. Because when the people finally get it, it's going to be too late. They already strategically placing pieces here and there. One city, state at a time. And it's a battle they can't win. Not by numbers. Unless they use those bombs on its people. On their own citizens. And they will. Remember Move in Philadelphia. They have no problem dropping bombs. The World Trade Center bombs. Bombs. That's the only way. So stop gathering these boycotts and protests. Boycott by just doing nothing. Stay home, do nothing. Don't go to work. Pull your energy back. Find a way to adapt and survive. Start now. I told you, it's gonna be neighbor against neighbor. And a lot of you white people, you you know, you found out the truth. That a lot of your white friends don't think like you, those that have the eternal spirit in them, that have a soul and a conscience, that have awakened to the truth of this reality. You see the evil, you see the hate, you see the threat. But most black people, well, the majority of black people, I would say 95%, but you still got those that are, the Uncle Toms, and they blind, and those highly educated and accepted motherfuckers that, got money, they not trying to give that up, and they not trying to hear it. Very few. So I'm not going to be on here long. I said what I wanted to say, but I wanted to play. This is an unreleased track, but I really like it, and I call it "Why Not Love," because y'all know what I always say. Where's the love, especially between the woman and the man. But check this joint. I really like it. come from? Why not love? Why money? Why destruction? Why death? Why not life? Why not love? This is what humanity has come to. We're fighting over imaginary things. Stuff. Control of other humans. That's all that's what it's all about. Controlling the land, poison the land, control the water, poison the water, control the air, poison the air. Why not just live life, love, peace? Why can't we live in peace? Why does somebody else have to try to tell somebody else what to do? How to live? Humans, right? Disgusting beings. When you don't know who you are, and in an identity crisis. That's what it is. Those people are in an identity crisis. They don't know that they are spirit and not flesh. But I wanted to share that. It's a beautiful track. It'll be out soon. It's called Why Not Love. So the question I will leave you with, that I will always leave you guys with, where is the love? And what are you willing to do to fix it? To be loved, to give love, to receive love. Peace. And to all the men, I have adopted this philosophy from Nipsey Hussle. Stay dangerous. For real. Stay dangerous. The contract has been broken, so respond accordingly. It's your life. Either live it on your own terms, or be controlled by somebody else. Peace.